Friends, in the year 2010, a movie named Werewolf Hunter was released. The name itself tells what the movie is about. This was the time when from 2003 to 2009, the best vampire and werewolf movies were released like Underworld and Van Helsing. So this movie named Red is also inspired by them. The story begins from a cabin built in the forest, where a red-haired girl was being told a story by her grandmother. Just then a werewolf came to attack them. The woman hides the child. As soon as the werewolf came inside, he started hitting the old woman and injured her badly. The red-haired girl was watching all this. A cry came out of her mouth out of fear. As soon as the werewolf attacked him, the old woman, who had a little bit of life left in her, attacked the werewolf with a silver weapon, due to which he burned to death. The scene is cut. Now we are shown a girl named Virginia who was sleeping in the car and suddenly woke up from sleep. At this time, they were in a deserted town. She comes out with her gun, but soon we come to know that she is actually with her fiancé Nathan. Both of them live in the city. Nathan is a policeman and now he has come to meet Virginia's family. Virginia had hidden a secret from him, but for now she does not tell Nathan anything. Instead, she tells him not to think about work now. Nathan agrees and hangs up. After some time, they reach Virginia's house where Virginia's grandmother Rose welcomes Maureen. Her brother Jack also hugs her and helps her in unloading the luggage. Nathan notices that Jack calls Virginia Red. When Nathan asks the reason for this, he thinks that maybe it is because of her red hair, but Jack says no. It is a family tradition which is given to the eldest daughter of every generation. When Nathan starts asking more questions, Jack says, "Why don't you ask all this to Virginia?" Rosemary and Virginia talk about some agreement in the living room. Well, Virginia tells the real reason for her visit. She tells Nathan the truth about her family, but Rosemary does not think that her decision is right. She insists that the whole family should take this decision together because it will not be easy for an outsider to accept this truth. It is revealed that Nathan and Virginia are FBI agents and they met there. In a joke, Sylvia taunts the family about the race and everyone starts laughing. After this, Nathan went outside. The phone signals do not work here. As soon as he came a little away from the house, suddenly a man scares him. He was badly injured and was repeatedly taking a name. After this, he fell on the ground. That name was Gabriel. Nathan went inside to get help and asked someone to call the police. But as soon as he came back, that man was missing from there. There was only a rock tent at that place. Nathan was quite surprised. It seemed as if that man had burned to ashes in a moment. There was only a bracelet lying there. Seeing this, Jocks recognized the man. His name was Xavier. Meanwhile, Sheriff Marcus came there. It is revealed that Marcus is the elder brother of Jack and Virginia. That man dies. The family was not taking him seriously. Rather, Marcus wanted to remove the monster from there. Nathan was not able to understand what was going on here. Marcus tells his sister that you brought this man here, so you should handle him. Virginia tells Nathan the truth about her family. She shows him some old documents and weapons. Actually, this family is werewolf hunters. Initially, Nathan did not believe all this and went out. Actually, he wanted to tell someone that someone had died here. He started going towards the forest. Virginia wanted to follow him, but Marcus stops her and explains that today is not a full moon, so there is no danger. Let him go. It was night and then it started raining. Suddenly Nathan is shocked to hear a strange sound. He asks a man who was hiding in the dark if he had gone. Nathan tells him that a dangerous animal is roaming freely and you should not roam alone in the forest. Then the man just laughs. But the very next moment his face starts changing. In front of him, the man is wrapped in a terrifying shackle. Seeing all this, Nathan started running, but the werewolf attacked him and bit him on the neck. At home, Virginia started worrying about Nathan, so she went to the forest to find him. Nathan was found unconscious at a place with her brother Jack, but the marks of the wolf bite had disappeared now. So Virginia and her brother thought that Nathan might have fallen, so they brought him home, and anyway Nathan did not remember anything about that accident. Xavier, who died in front of Nathan, was actually the leader of the werewolves of this area, with whom the Sylvan family had a very old agreement. Now someone killed him, which means that the agreement has been broken, and no werewolf can change his form. Without the full moon, Marcus and Roger May were suspicious, because till date, no one has been able to escape the attack of the wolf. On the other hand, Jack follows Gabriel's traces in the forest all night. The next day, he tells his siblings that Gabriel has come from the other side of the river, which means that he is not from here. If this is so, then once again they will have a war with the werewolf. So they start their preparations. They also include Nathan with them. During the preparations, Nathan is told an important thing, that if a person is bitten by a werewolf, then there is only one way to remove this curse. The effect of the bite can be removed on the death of the same werewolf, but only till the time a new werewolf does not kill anyone. Only Rosemary had removed the curse once, who was actually her husband. Nathan is also shown what will be the identity of a human and a werewolf. They have a chemical compound which can identify the werewolf. They went to the nearby town, which is now completely deserted. Virginia tells Nathan that one night, due to the attack of werewolves, all the people of this town changed and our family had to kill them. Marcus was never in favor of compromise. He wanted to completely end this disease. Then a car stops there, in which there were two people. Virginia and her brother silently attack them. They make sure that these were wolves. They are burnt to death by their weapons. They find a girl in the trunk of the car who was kidnapped. She was scared and crying. Actually, she was brought here for some ritual. Nathan and Virginia take the girl to the hospital. Marcus and Jack check the area to find the werewolf named Gabriel, but he was hiding in some underground place. We are shown that many people have been captured and brought here by Gabriel's werewolves, some to hunt them and some to join them. Gabriel comes in front of everyone and says that for centuries we have been slaves of the full moon, but now we will be able to change our form only at our will. He shows his companions that he has learned this art. He can change his form even without the full moon, and he wanted other werewolves to also learn this. In the hospital, Virginia thanks Nathan for not telling the truth to the girl's parents. Now Nathan also started liking their work. At night, on Gabriel's orders, but those captives are freed so that these wolves can hunt them. One of them sits in front of Gabriel and says that I also want to become a werewolf. Gabriel happily fulfills his wish. The rest of the humans were being hunted. Since Nathan had already been bitten by Gabriel, changes started taking place in him, and Marcus noticed this. They also met some people who were running away from the wolves. They came to know a new thing, that Gabriel is not like a normal wolf. He has some special powers, like he can talk to his wolf telepathically. The next night is going to be a full moon, so the Sylvan family makes full preparations. But soon Nathan starts feeling a strange movement in his body. The effect of the moon had started on him. He tries a lot to stop himself, but his body slowly starts turning into a werewolf. As soon as Virginia sees her fiancé completely turning into a werewolf, she feels very sad. She does not let anyone kill him with her own hands and makes Nathan unconscious so that his life is saved. Nathan remains a werewolf all night. He spends his time in the cage. Next morning, when Nathan regains consciousness, he is scared. He does not remember if he hurt anyone or not. He questions Virginia. She assures him that she did not harm anyone. But Marcus does not like all this. He shouts at Virginia that she has put the whole family in danger. But Virginia also does not keep quiet. She says that Nathan is also a part of this family now. Then Rosemary calms Marcus down and says that if all this had happened to Jack, would you have killed him like this? Jack supports his sister, and if Nathan has to be saved from the curse, then they will have to kill Gabriel. Marcus says that even if Gabriel is killed, Nathan will still be a slave. Virginia tells Marcus that if something goes wrong, I will handle Nathan myself. He just needs a chance. Marcus reluctantly supports his sister. On the other hand, Gabriel was training his new werewolf companions. He was teaching everyone to change their form, and that too without any moonlight. Gabriel kills the wolf who makes a mistake or gives up. Jack was trying to find Gabriel's whereabouts. Tanner Rivers, who once came from Werewolves and Salvander. Marcus doesn't trust Nathan, so this time he doesn't take him with him. When Marcus and the others reached the town, they found vehicles with different number plates, which means that along with Gabriel, Nathan is still kidnapping people from different states. Then they heard a voice coming from a deserted factory. These people ran towards that direction. Virginia saw the threat there and immediately called Marcus. Rosemary had locked Nathan in a cage at home because he might turn into a wolf again tonight. Rosemary gave him some pills so that he could sleep. She asked him about her husband, what happened to him. But before he could know the full truth, he fainted. Actually, Rosemary had killed her husband because there is no cure for this disease. Once a person turns into a wolf, he remains so forever. Rosemary wanted Nathan to die too, otherwise Nathan would make Virginia's life hell. On the other hand, Marcus, Jake and Virginia had gone to the basement of the factory, but they did not find anyone till now. Soon they came to know that it was actually a trap. Then a gas started releasing, due to which all three of them became unconscious. All this was a part of Gabriel's big plan. He wanted to destroy this whole family. When Virginia regained consciousness, she was tied up. Gabriel was in front of her. She asks about her brothers, but Gabriel just makes fun of her. When Virginia vows to take revenge, Gabriel just smiles. Jack and Marcus were alive. They were buried in each other's place. Then Gabriel comes and punches Jack on his face. He regained consciousness due to the pain. Gabriel says that you people are brave. You have killed many of my comrades, so I will give you all a special reward. You will become one of my new werewolves. Again, a game of death begins. Salvation is freed, and Gabriel orders his werewolves that they should hunt them down. As soon as Marcus and Jack were freed, Jack takes out a weapon from his shoes and smilingly says that it was good that these people did not search my shoes. In the meantime, they were attacked, but they had weapons, so they killed some werewolves. Then a strange thing happened. All the wolves around them turned into wolves. Both the brothers were surprised. Well, now they had to save Virginia. Marcus was injured in this fight, but he hid this from his brother. Then a werewolf attacks Marcus and Marcus dies. Gabriel and his special friend Jennifer were watching this scene from a distance. Fire was seen burning at different places. This means that their companions are dying. At first, Gabriel felt sad, but then he says that this is good. A weak wolf cannot live among us anyway. Meanwhile, Jack came there and killed Jennifer. Seeing this, Gabriel was going mad with anger. He came in the form of a werewolf and killed Jack badly. In the morning, Nathan found the bodies of both the brothers, and Nathan told about what happened at night. He told everything to Rosemary. The next day, he went to the factory to save Virginia. She asks about her brothers, but Nathan has no words. Later, after seeing their dead bodies, she understood that there were no more. Virginia and Rosemary had to take revenge, so they made all the preparations at night, because the wolves were going to attack their house at night. Nathan also wanted to support them, but unfortunately, in the full moonlight, he himself would turn into a wolf, so he had to stay in the cage. Virginia alone entered the werewolf smuggler, where there is a lot of fight between Virginia and her. But in the end, Virginia kills Gabriel with a silver weapon. On the other hand, Nathan had turned into a wolf. He killed Rosemary, and when Virginia came to know about this, she felt very sad. Then the next morning, Virginia found Nathan in the forest, but she knew the bitter truth that Nathan would always remain a werewolf, so she was forced to kill her love. Although she feels very sad, but this was the only way. And with this, friends, this film ends. What is a Hoda?